Hey all, and welcome to Proverbs with a Pentecostal. Today's proverb is Proverbs 11:14. Without wise leadership, a nation falls. There is safety in having many advisors. Now, the phrase that sticks out to me is there is safety in having many advisors. This episode today is honestly for me because if there's anything that has been challenging for me is going out and asking people for help, asking people for advice or seeking counsel. I am someone that if there's ever anything that I don't understand, Google is my best friend. Anything I don't know, hey Google, what's up? Help me out. And I didn't realize how dependent I was on Google for answers until I became a mom. I had my daughter in 2020 at the peak of the pandemic, and I remember going to Google for anything that I saw in my daughter. Like oh, there's this or there's that. Like I was reading on Google what other moms did. But she was born, of course, during the pandemic. Nobody knew anything about COVID, its long-term effects, or how to do this or how to do that. And my daughter had COVID when she was 7 weeks old. And so here I was going through something that there were no answers to. I could hear other mom stories about how they went through COVID, but it wasn't reliable because COVID was so new and I didn't know how to interpret what was going on around me, especially as a new mom with mental health challenges. I didn't know. And so it wasn't until I hit that wall that I realized, man, I depend on Google for a lot of my own answers. And I'm not saying it's bad to go to Google when there's something that you want to learn about or something that you need to figure out. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that the internet has often replaced the role that real humans should be playing in our lives. A lot of us rely on advice from people that we've never met online. And this might sound hypocritical to say because I'm here sharing all this stuff on internet with people that I've never met in real life. But people on the internet cannot replace leaders, friends, faith mentors in your life to speak to you and give you advice and counsel. We should go out and seek advisors, as Proverbs 11:14 tells us, because there is safety in having many advisors. I don't take safety for granted. And so for the Bible to say there is safety in having many advisors, that means something. It's something important. That when we are people that are actively seeking advice and counsel from other people, we can feel safe in the decisions that we're making and in the changes that we often have to make in our lives. Making sure that those that are advising us are people who also love God and fear God and want to point us towards God. And let's go back to that first phrase in Proverbs. It says, without wise leadership, a nation falls. And I think these two phrases living together in this proverb is super important to make note of, because I think that what this is telling us is that when we read the Bible, we see words like this, like a nation falls, or like, what doesn't apply to me? I'm not a nation. But I think we should contextualize it to our lives, because all of us can say that we're running many nations. Like, I am a leader in my own home, as a mom, as a wife. I am a leader in my church. People depend on me, and I am seen as a leader. And as a leader, I should care to have wise leadership. And this proverb ties together wise leadership with seeking advice from others. Being wise does not mean knowing all of the answers. Being wise does not mean being independent or self-reliant. Being wise is being a person who goes out and seeks advice from others, seeks counsel from mentors, from pastors, from friends, from people who love and fear God, so that we can feel safety in our own decisions, in our own leadership as we live day to day. Because without that, when we become self-reliant and independent, that is when we see nations fall, lives crumbling, our own situation sort of going out of control, because we have to go out and seek advice, seek help, because we weren't designed to go through life alone. We were designed to need one another. And that is why community is so essential for us all. So let's go out there. Let's put our phone aside. Let's put Instagram, TikTok aside for a while. And let's go out and ask for help from people face to face, so that we can feel a sense of safety in seeking help from advisors.